Folks, today we are here in Lexington, Michigan. It's a little port town off of Lake Huron, a little tourist town. We're gonna start our adventure here, and then we're gonna drive around the Thumb. We're gonna head over to my home stomping grounds of Brown City, Michigan. And we're gonna do some exploring today. Dawn, Denise, you guys ready?
Ready.
Let's do this. So Lexington is a beautiful little town here in Sanilac County, the county that I grew up in. Of course, that's the Cadillac House. I believe that's one of the oldest buildings in Lexington. It's got a little restaurant in there, and I believe they still have rooms to rent there as well. And this is Lakeshore Drive. This is the main street that everybody drives doing the Lake Huron Circle Tour. But yeah, I love the architecture in these buildings. There's a great little marina here. We're gonna explore that too as well. Well, you guys ready to do a little Lexington?
Yeah.
It's a great little town. I enjoy it. They have this little hamburger place called Wimpy's. I wonder if it's still there. But they had the amazing little burgers. You know, Wimpy from Popeye. Yes. Yeah, they have a little. I'm gonna see if that's there. Maybe we can grab a cheeseburger or something, right? And there's plenty of little towns in Michigan that are just like Lexington. Yeah, they have a little gift shop. But of course I gotta head into here, see what they have.
Yeah, once they loosen up, yeah.
Yeah, so now we're here at Lexington Harbor, and we're gonna take a little walk on the breaker wall here. And I've done this hundreds and hundreds of times. Yeah, this brings back a lot of memories, especially this great. When I lived in Michigan, this was the beach that we would come to. It's a lot of fun. The water can be a little rocky at sometimes, but I remember coming down here and watching the sunrise in the mornings and you know, just spend the evening. That's the Lexington Harbor there. Oh my goodness, now that I see the beach, it makes me want to jump in and take a swim. I didn't bring my bathing suit today. I should have. It's 83 degrees and the beach is packed. No beach for us. We're gonna take the breaker wall.
The fragrance from these flowers just smells so good.
Yeah, this is kind of a wetland protection area here. And you get the smell of the wildflowers. Oh my goodness, looks so inviting, doesn't it? Yeah, this is the beach we used to swim at. This is our beach. I used to come out here sometimes 2-3 times a week. Jump on in. Of course, you wouldn't want to do that in the winter months, just the summer months, because it's still cold. Dawn, I should have brought the snorkeling gear. We could have been snorkeling. Yeah, so somebody put up an American flag here. Great Lakes, great times, right?
Yep.
Oh, the breeze coming off the water is amazing. Even on an 83-degree day. I was talking to my mom earlier, and she says it's 98 degrees in Tennessee. And she was saying that it feels like over 100 degrees. They're supposed to have warm weather all week. But how many times have you walked this breaker wall in your life?
I think quite a few.
Quite a few.
A lot.
We used to come out here all the time and just walk the breaker wall back and forth.
Yeah.
And it's hard to believe that this is a lake. You can't even see the other side. You would even think it was an ocean but it's just amazing how big the Great Lakes are, you know. And so we walk from downtown, which is up that hill there. Of course, that's the marina. And now we're here on the breaker wall. We're almost to the end. Made it. This is the place I rented jet skis for the first time and had taken them out into Lake Huron. Gosh, that was years ago. I don't even know if they even rent jet skis anymore. I believe it was over there somewhere. But we had a good time. And Dawn's taking a much needed break, right?
Oh, I was going to take a photo, but...
Take a photo instead?
I remember coming down here years ago and I had photos of me. Like, maybe I could show some of my photos you took of me years ago.
Yeah.
I had like a sundress on with some cowboy boots.
Yeah, I'll put some photos in this video right here of us down here years and years ago. Yeah, Great Lakes, great times. Visibility is down because the Canadian wildfires. And you can see a little bit of smogginess. But on a clear day, you can see right up the coastline from here. It's pretty cool. I gotten some good photos over the years, but yeah. We're here in the middle of Lake Huron. Too bad I didn't bring my swimming trunks because I'd jump in, but it's not gonna happen today. Maybe another day. Might be able to do it before we leave, you know. And we're gonna have lunch at Wimpy's. Yeah, so they're open for breakfast. Got a breakfast menu. But we're here for the burgers.
We ordered our food and the atmosphere here is really nice. I'm glad we got to finally sit down in Wimpy's and have our meal. We didn't have it yet.
No. So Dawn got a chili, Dawn got a coney.
Coney and sweet potato fries.
I got 2 Wimpy burgers. Look at that.
I got 1 Wimpy burger.
Denise just got 1 burger, huh?
Yeah, because it's too hot for me.
Ooh, I got grilled onions, pickles. There's Dawn's sweet potato fries, and there's your coney. And the chili cheese fries. Absolutely delicious. So Wimpy's was good. It's kind of like White Castle sliders, a little bit bigger than that, but they were delicious, and it hit the spot for lunch. But they close at 3 o'clock, so let's head into the Lexington General Store. We got some really cool magnets.
A target game to test your marbles. He's robbing the bank with the safe.
Bash the burglar.
So I guess you hit it with a little hammer or something that comes
No,
out?
a little marble.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like
If not, he's going to get away with the bank, the vault.
pure Michigan maple syrup. All kinds of canned preserves. Yeah, the general store is amazing. Oh, they got pins for the map. $5 each. I absolutely love the general store. They had an old National cash register in there, and they also had the old-fashioned showcases. Passing the wind.
Yeah. That's cute.
Oh.
You got like the half-naked shirts.
And that's one thing that's true, Dawn. You don't have to worry about sharks in the Great Lakes, right?
No salt, no salt.
Just the big muskies, right? And Michigan has got a lot of lighthouses. There's a lot of shipwrecks in the Great Lakes, I guess, right?
Smoking hot.
One of those picture-perfect towns. Historic Lexington in bloom. That was a nice little stop we had in Lexington. What did you think, Dawn?
It was a nice day. We walked the beach. We walked the the breaker wall.
Breaker Wall, yeah.
Cupid's hamburgers. I didn't do it right. I got a hot dog and like a coney dog and some sweet potato fries. But they had the Cupid hamburgers. And did you guys like them?
Yeah, the food was good. The hamburgers are, really good, yeah. So this is the part of the trip I have been dreading. There's a huge
Swinging bridge.
and we are in Croswell, Michigan, not too far from Lexington. Tell us the story about this particular bridge, Dawn.
I want to face my fears today and just walk across it. When I was little, it was like the scariest thing on the planet because two bigger kids would hide in the bushes on each side of the fence by the bridge. And then when we get halfway across in the middle, they would come and start shaking it out of nowhere. And I really started crying, something bad. I was in tears. I really thought I was going to go in the dip.
And ever since that happened to you,
Yes.
she's been
Wanted to face my fears.
She's been inflicting that pain onto me ever since by shaking bridges. Because that's how you get over it is to make someone else feel that pain. That would be me. Now I'm the one's gonna be in the center, and you're the one gonna be shaking the bridge on the other
When
end.
you get in the middle, you got to really hold on tight because when you're little, you really thought you were going to go in.
So
But now I'm just going to go
this
in.
was the bridge that got
Yeah.
you into shaking bridges.
Yeah.
All right, let's go do this. Dawn has quoted it, the scariest bridge on the planet. You don't see these down south, but they are native to Michigan. I'm not sure. I always call them the green bean trees, right?
Look at them.
It's a tree,
They're like a green bean.
but they do have a flower.
Yeah.
They do have a flower, but I wouldn't eat them. But I think,
Tempting though.
some people call them the Jack and the Beanstalk tree, right? I can't believe I'm going to get on that bridge with you.
I have to do it. I'm going to walk all the way across it and back.
So on this end, you gotta, you have a stairway you gotta climb. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, this one here. Dawn. Dawn, please don't.
This one. Sister's got a fear now.
Dawn.
Do it.
Oh, wow. This thing does
That's why I was
move.
scared of this when I was little. This is the most
Okay.
shaking bridge ever. This would be the fear factor.
This is probably the most.
And you gotta lean down for the rope.
You got to lean down.
Yeah. Like, and you're not that far from the water.
You're not that far from the water. Into the drink, right?
To the drink.
Yeah, Dawn, don't you dare.
I'm a big kid now.
Dawn, you're not a kid. Don't act like a kid.
Oh my goodness.
Dawn,
Will's shaking the bridge.
I'm not. Denise!
Oh,
Oh, the kid!
there's a fish jumping out of the water over there. This is my fear factor.
This is your fear factor.
Now. We're facing the fear. Be the fear.
Be the fear.
Oh, look at the baby blue dragonflies down there with the lily pads. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, and they're babies.
Baby
Oh,
dragonflies.
There's a bunch of them, Will. They look like they were just born. Oh, there's a mess of them. The baby blue dragonflies.
Don't shake that bridge,
Denise.
Denise. Some of these boards are weak. Like literally, like they're about ready to snap, you know?
Oh, there's a hole in one.
Okay, Dawn. I gotta cross back over this, don't I?
Yeah, you gotta get the sign though. Watch out for the big gap.
Ah, we made it. Ah. So this is the Croswell swinging bridge. It was built in 1905. Be good to your mother-in-law bridge. And I've heard of it being referred to be good to your mother-in-law bridge. Because if you don't, well, you'll end up on the bridge, right, Dawn?
Yes.
The mother-in-law will put you on the bridge.
Yep.
This suspension footbridge over the Black River was built in 1905 using cables provided by Michigan Sugar Company. It was constructed to provide convenient access to the popular Riverbend Park from the east and a little more direct route for workers to reach their jobs. The sawmill and the sugar factory, and there is a Pioneer sugar factory here, and I believe it's one of the biggest employers in Croswell. A lot of sugar beets in the area. Initially, the bridge consisted of simply two cables with a board attached. Two additional cables and fencing were added later on to provide handrails and stabilize the bridge significantly. This is the longest suspension footbridge in Michigan. I still feel like I'm on that bridge. Woohoo! Wow. It does swing, it does sway, it does bounce. Is it scarier when you were little or is it scarier now?
Scarier when I was little because two big kids back then, I used to see all bushes around her, and they would come out of nowhere and just start shaking the bridge on both sides, both ends.
Now, the first time I ever remember coming here, the park wasn't as beautiful like it is now. So yeah, you're right. It was all bushes and
Yeah.
it really wasn't, the park was kind of like, but now the park's amazing. Got a splash pad for the kids. I know it's a popular area for people to fish. In fact, there's a bunch of people fishing. This is the Black River. This is the same river that we boated on yesterday. It's just further, further up, further into the thumb. But yeah, we decided to come. Now we got to cross back over. Dawn thinks it's funny.
Yeah. It's not scary now, but when I was little and those kids come out of nowhere,
Well,
I really thought I was going. I was holding on both sides, shaking and screaming and crying.
you've had a lot of practice since then. You've went across some pretty incredible bridges over the last so many years. Like we were up in Vancouver, we crossed a big bridge there, and the one in Gatlinburg, and the one up in Boyne Mountain here in Michigan. Those are scary bridges. This one here, it's still scary. It's still scary.
If those kids are still out there that used to shake the bridge on me, you know who you are.
Yeah. And you better be good to your mother-in-law. All right. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Dawn, Dawn!
Oh my God, this is bad. No, I'm getting stuck in the middle of this.
And just think at one time it didn't have any handrails. Dawn, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna run it.
No, don't run it.
Get across.
Don't run it. Don't run it. Whatever you do, don't run it. On. Okay, that's it. That's it, Dawn. The bridge is kind of sketchy. Look at it. Look at this board here. Looks like it's gonna fall. Oh boy. Dawn.
Don't step in that one.
Dawn. Almost there. Almost there.
There's a big gap.
Yeah, we're just reliving our childhood today, bringing back memories. Yeah, swimming at the beach, swinging on this bridge. That bridge is a lot safer.
Yeah.
You gonna take a photo on the bridge? Brought back memories for Dawn and the kids, putting her in the center. So what? One kid get on one side, the other kid get on the other side. They would do this, and Dawn would be like in the center.
Yeah, I did whatever I could just to hold on tight. I was scared. And they were like big, tall kids, like bigger kids than we were.
They were. It was to pick on Dawn, right?
Yeah.
Here comes that little girl.
I'll never forget that.
Not much out here, but soybean fields, cornfields. The Peck Pirates. Arr. This town is so small that if you blink, you'll miss it. Peck. So we are in Amish country. There goes an Amish buggy. There it is. So this is the little town that I spent most of my years in. I guess the years I remember the most. Round City. In fact, we're going to stop off here at the 9/11 Memorial first. It's located right here at our fire hall. Boy, they painted the fire hall red, Dawn.
I think it's supposed to be red.
It's more red than it ever been. We've been here before on the channel, and this here is a piece of the World Trade Center. I remember when this piece rolled into town on the back of a flatbed. It had an entourage of motorcycles and firefighters and fire engines. And if I'm not mistaken, our fire department was one of very few picked in the nation to receive this. We've seen pieces like this before on our road trips, but I have never seen one this big. And you can see how thick that beam was, and it literally was sheared off. Folks have brought little memorials of their own to put in it, but wow, I'm still blown away by this. Still today. You can see the concrete. This probably was a floor.
We've seen it before, years and years ago, before we moved.
We used to ride our bikes and walk up here all the time, and this was a big thing in this town when this came. Yes, this was a really big thing. You can see a little bit of rebar there, but
Yeah.
wow. And all those firefighters running into that building to try to save lives. And 343 of those firefighters perished in the collapsing of the Trade Center. And Brown City is pretty much smack dab in the thumb of Michigan, and most folks don't even know this is here.
Someone painted the rocks again. See that? I'm like, I don't want to touch it, but See, that's kind of cool how they did that.
It
Mine looks like that. This. That
Yeah.
looks like a stamp though.
Just to put your hands and just think that this was here on that tragic day. And we have made a video on this before in the past, but I wanted to come here and see it again. It is definitely moving. Man, the concrete is all still there. This would have been a floor, and the other beams would have went, you know, that way. And this is heavy.
Yeah.
I remember the crane that they brought in to lift this up. I remember them lifting this up and setting it on this little holder that they had made for it. It was a pretty big crane. And there's a mural of the Twin Towers, Statue of Liberty. I know there's a kind of a glare on it this time of day. And just recently we went to Pennsylvania, to Shanksville, to pay our respects out there. Well, if you're ever in Brown City or passing through, it's worth a stop. It's been at least 2 years since I've been back in Brown City. There's a couple places I wanted to check out. I want to check out where we used to live before we moved to Tennessee. See if anything's changed there. I want to drive by my school, see if anything's changed there, and that's really about it. I wanted to see the 9/11 memorial that's here. It's still here. So my elementary school used to sit here. It wasn't this particular building. It was an old building built in the early 1900s. It used to have the push button on and off for lights. You know, it was an old building. Of course, they tore it down. Built this new elementary school, so I have no connection whatsoever.
Wasn't the old building was 2-story?
It was 2 stories, yes.
It was wooden floors and
It had the old wooden floors throughout. This here is my high school. I can almost tell you each one of the classes. I think science was down on this end, on the right-hand side. Then you had like the social studies teachers, history, and then you get down on the other end was like government and math, and so there was like different teachers for obviously different things. But and there it is. I graduated from Brown City High School, and the school has not. Now the high school has not changed whatsoever. It looks the same as it did, and we had our football field out here. Yep, this was the teacher's parking lot here. You didn't park in the teacher's parking lot. Wasn't a big school. I graduated with about 70 students or so. Very, very small. Home of the Green Devils. And
was that a museum?
well, that was a museum at one time. I believe that was the very first school. That's what they started out in. Then it was a museum for a while, and they moved it over here, and it was like had something to do with superintendent and stuff like that. And now I just think it sits empty, to be honest with you. Not a big school. I think we had, I want to say, around 1,000 kids, maybe. That might be in total for the whole high school, and then there might have been
You said 1,000?
1,000 kids total,
Wow.
I think.
That's not that many.
No. Some schools have 1,000 kids who graduate.
I graduated with a lot.
I'm talking like 1,000, 1,200 students from kindergarten, from first grade all the way up to. I didn't get out and walk around to school. It's kind of weird walking around to school. I don't know. That's my very first house right there. And then Dawn and I lived in there when we first got married. We had a 2-car garage. We had a bonus room above the garage. In fact, I put those shingles on that house. And look at the size of that maple. That thing was a little tiny tree. Remember that, Dawn?
Oh wow, now it is big.
I put those lights in.
Looks like they made a homemade ladder going up the tree. I wonder if it's like a tree house in there.
Oh.
See the ladder on it?
Yep, that's it.
Oh.
I'm glad that the folks that bought it have been taking care of it. I still have dreams of this house. Still today. Yeah, it was a Cape Cod. Had those 2 little dormer windows. Hardwood floors throughout. It's just a little town. It's changed a lot. That's a new bank on the other corner there. They moved the library to where the bank used to sit. And, yeah. We just wanted to stop and take a quick look. We didn't really want to dive deep into anything. I remember when I was a kid, putting pennies on the railroad track, and then the train would run over them.
Oh.
And we'd come back and they would be smushed, right?
Yeah.
The train still runs through here, but it only picks up like grain and stuff from the elevator. That is the house that I grew up in, and it does not look recognizable anymore. It used to have brick across the front. It looks like they deleted that and put new siding. Put a new front porch on. That looks really good. But all the flower beds are all covered in grass now. I remember that maple being the size of a twig. Look at the size of it. Wow. It's huge. But yes, the house looks good, but the landscaping is gone. It still has the back deck on it the way I remember it. But it does have a new front porch, and the front porch looks good. So this barn here is the reason why I like barns so much. Dawn says out of all the restaurants here in Michigan, Dawn says she wants Chili's. Chili's.
I like chili.
You get that back in Tennessee. Nope, she likes Chili's. So
We
you,
have one in Severo Pigeon Forge. We have one in Knoxville.
so you want the cheese,
Oh.
the cheese thing, that's what, and the egg rolls, right? All right.
How's it going today, you two?
Good.
I'll be taking care of you guys today. My name's Josh. Could I get?
Dawn always gets the triple dipper, and she'll either get more egg rolls or more of the cheese sticks there. So Denise got a salad and soup, potato soup. Looks delicious. So Dawn got her favorite, the egg rolls and the cheese sticks. Well, I got a triple dipper too. I got the 2 big bites, egg rolls, and also the cheese sticks. Oh boy, that's what we're looking at right there. And our total came out to $46.71. That's Dawn's favorite restaurant, and she likes to share it with her sister. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Chili's. I took some home, by the way. I couldn't eat it all. That's a lot, but it'll be good at like 2 in the morning, right? There's a tall ship out there at the mouth of the St. Clair. Whatever it is, it's Canadian. We had a great day. We drove up to Lexington and then through Croswell. Got to check out Brown City, my old stomping grounds. And now we're back here in Port Huron. And the fish are jumping. The bass are jumping out of the water. There he goes there. The bass are jumping. When it's hot out, this is the place to be. Great place to walk. There's a great walking path here. The sun is about to set. And we've had a great time today. Meeting up with some friends along the way. We didn't show you everything, but we showed you what we could. Well, folks, it's the next day. We didn't do a closing after the bridge. We just kind of sat around and
Enjoyed the cool breeze from it.
we did. It's been kind of, I mean, in Michigan standards, it's been warm here.
Yeah.
In Tennessee, it would be cool, right? We had a great day. We just reminisced, and you know, our childhood is really what we did, and it was great to see some of the places we haven't seen in a couple years. Meet with some friends that we haven't seen in quite a while. In fact, I pulled up in my one friend's driveway, and he goes, "You're driving the same vehicle that you had years ago." I've had the 300 for like 20 years, right? Yeah, I mean it is. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Anything you want to say?
It was just a good day, and we enjoyed ourselves, and it was a nice breeze on the river, but it was hot if you're not by the river.
Oh, and I also want to bring up that a lot of folks have been asking about Toe. He's doing good. He's doing well. He's just spending time with his family. He's got a daughter. He's got a granddaughter and all that. So we're spending time with Denise, and then he's spending time with his family. And I don't think we're going to come cross each other's paths on this trip. Maybe. I mean, towards the end, I don't know. We'll see. Well, folks, that's going to do it for today. Here in Port Huron, Michigan, we got a couple more exciting days left. And then we're going to be heading back to the Smokies. Yeah, it wasn't a long trip. We just came up here to be with family and spend some time in Michigan. But folks, thank you so much for joining us on our little adventure. Now it's time for you to have your own. We love you, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone.
Lord willing and the creek don't rise, they'll take you to see the countryside, driving all over Tennessee in their little yellow Jeep. You can come along wherever they go, all you gotta do is watch the show, so be sure you tune in. Don, would you do this again?